Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first talk through video for the year 2026, and I had Josephine coming to do her hair, and I decided that I'm going to show you guys what happened. Yeah, because I know this is something that happens every other day. So you can see her frontal is not in good shape, but she ordered a new frontal to do a replacement and it hadn't arrived, so we had to make do with this particular frontal so she can go for an event, right? So you can see the frontal, it was a 13x4, but it's already like 13x2, like it's that short. It's a very, like, the width of the frontal, or the depth I meant to say, yeah, its frontal is not very short. It wasn't trimmed properly from her previous usage. I don't know, man, but I mean, I'm just trying to see how I can make this work for her, and I decided I'm going to film the process, because if you are met with a frontal that doesn't match I have requirements, I have what the kind of frontals I would want to work with, but if you're met with something that the client doesn't mind the outcome, they're not having very high expectations, you should be able to like work your way around, and that's basically what I did. And yeah, so here I just took it down, pressed the frontal very well. I had it tinted as well, right? If you watch my previous video, you see how I applied my lace tints. Had it tinted, I did a shade match, had it tinted, then I put it on her. She here at this point was asking me that she thinks she'll prefer the pattern to be on the other side. She was a bit confused when she told me she wanted it on her right hand side, but it turns out she wanted it on her left hand side. So that was me telling her I was fine, and I was going to just switch it, And I told her that if you book me even back at home, my salon in Nigeria, you're free to tell me what you like, what you want to change. It's a session, so I'm not a police. You're free to tell me how you want it, and we can work around it. Yeah, so she mentioned she wanted this on this other side, so I had to change it and had to hot comb it all over again, right? All over again. Yeah, so that's what I did. It got to a point I had to trim the edge of the lace. If you're working with this kind of lace, you have to trim the edges. You have to trim. In fact, normally if you're reinstalling the frontal, you have to retrim the edges. But this particular one, I had to retrim the edges, and I had to cut off some of the parts of the frontal that were protruding more than the other side. If you watch through the tutorial, you understand what I mean. So this was just hot combing phase. one other challenge that I faced, while installing this frontal is the fact that, like I said, the depth of the frontal is already like 2 inches, very short, and then the sides of the frontal wasn't. I won't say it wasn't placed properly, but the edge, because the frontal has been chopped, the edge of the frontal, the ear tabs area is not forward enough, which became a problem. So we had to move the frontal. It was such a hassle, honestly, but I just tried my best to make it work for her because, like I said, she was going out for an event and she has to show up well. So, yeah, keep watching. Guys, remember you have to apply the glue up to 3 layers, 3 thin layers. And speaking of glue application, one of my team members that is currently that was promoted from a ventilator to a frontal stylist was asking me a question. She was like, during her practice session, she noticed that when she's reapplying the glue, like maybe the second layer, third layer, her comb or whatever she's using to apply the glue always sticks to glue. And I told her, you have to apply it light-handed. Like, you have to be very, very, very light-handed when you are applying glue. So just to add that, for anyone that maybe is experiencing that, if you're applying onto, maybe you've done the first layer, you want to do the second layer, make sure that when you're applying, only the glue touches the skin. Don't press into the skin when you're applying a second layer. I hope that helps. I hope you're able to make a visual. I hope you're able to understand what I am trying to describe.
That equation's a tough one. Want to check your numbers? Get the Google app to simplify studying. Tap Lens. That equation's a tough one. Want to check your numbers? Get the Google app to simplify studying. Tap Lens. That equation's a tough one. Want to check your numbers? Get the Google app to simplify studying. Tap Lens.